All right, welcome back to sorry, Zulu Woodworks. My name is Caesar. I'm your host, and today we're going to continue the series on making the Woodman's crayons. But today, what we're going to start making the box. This is a recycled pallet that I broke apart, and we're going to cut it down to size. We're going to make the box about a 7 by 7. And we're going to concentrate on cutting it to size and gluing it. That's what we're going to do today, cutting and gluing. So we're going to cut and glue the bottom portions. So here we go. Actually, I'm going to be using a small square, combination square, tape measure, 12-foot Stanley. Maybe I'll have to use this, maybe, but probably not. I already kind of processed the wood, so it's already got it where it's going to glue together nicely. And obviously we have our crayons here that we made just the other day. These are going to go inside the box. So let's start off by measuring the wood and getting it ready for glue up. Sorry for a little blackout. I tried to put something in, but I was just trying to get used to the. So here, I'm measuring the all sides of the piece of wood, trying to get a square line. So when I do cut, it cuts out square and straight as possible. And I use the crayon, one of the wood crayons, to measure the length of the box. And here I'm trying to retain that knot in the center. And that's the reason why I'm kind of like cutting around it, because I want to get that piece in the knot. That's going to be like a nice feature of the wood. So I'm doing this all four sides, and then I noticed that I have to do it on the other plank, because this plank in particular is the mate, the matching plank that would serve as a glue up. So I'm just transferring the lines here so I could go ahead and trace that particular board also. Now I'm not too concerned about what the board looks like on the edges. I just kind of smooth them out. I'm gonna probably sand them a little bit later, but I do want to keep the center of the board. The edges of the board are not important. I'm going to cut those off because they're kind of chipped and they're kind of raggedy looking. Here I'm using my pool saw, and sorry for this area here, pixelated. I was trying to pixelate my my truck's license plate, but somehow I got the whole thing. It's only about 20 seconds. Sorry again. I'm still trying to get used to this video editing thing, and it looks. I mean, you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm pretty much cutting out the pieces. It's about 6 3/4, I believe, or 7. And you could tell I have a hard time using this saw because it bends, maybe because the board was kind of moving a little bit. So I went ahead and I attached a clamp, and that seemed to work a little better. Here I'm using a small piece of wood, so I don't damage the top, which doesn't really matter. I want the rough look anyways. But I figure I don't want something that looks like a circle on top of it, because this is really soft pine wood. So I'm having a hard time cutting through that knot, but I get through it and I keep going. Now, I moved my camera around a few times afterwards, because I think I'm done with the boards, but in actuality, I'm not even done. I still got like other pieces, and I figured I only needed 4 pieces, but I need more than 4. I need a good amount of pieces, because I'm going to join them together. You need 6 sides to a board here. So I move the camera back and forth. I figured I need more pieces. This is about the time I figured, oh man, I only have 4 pieces, let me get some more. So I start cutting out this other board. Sorry about the camera angles and all that, but I'm just trying to get better. Basically the editing is what's killing me, man. It's trying to edit these pieces out And I mean, I could have edited those pieces out, but it's just so time consuming. But I'll get better and I'll get faster. Here I'm cutting out the last piece, and I have 6 boards. I'm going to pair 2 up at a time, and I'm going to glue them up. Here I'm spreading out some wax paper because I've seen things on a YouTube video, I guess. And not only that, but I don't want to mess up my bench yet. Here I got these brand new clamps last night. I ordered some clamps from Amazon, but for some reason they're just not coming in, or something's being delayed. So I needed the clamps because I want this project to be over. I got more projects in my mind, and I want to get to those too. So I'm trying to figure out how to work out the clamps, and obviously these clamps are not the best clamps to do this. I think the Bessie horizontal or clamps or something like that probably would be better to use because they have the full horizontal upright on each side of the clamp. I think they're called H clamps. I can't remember, but I'm gonna probably get some of those in the future. I'm sure I'm gonna need a lot more clamps than what I have now. Here, I'm putting a piece of wood on top because I don't want it to buckle. So I'm putting it on, and I'm having a hard time because it's really fragile. I don't want the wood to collapse and buckle like it did earlier. So I pretty much clamp everything, move it into one side, and I'm gonna be doing the next one. Now this next one here, you're gonna see right now, something's gonna happen, and it's gonna be funny. I was trying to pick it up, trying to be cool with it, and then I'm lifting it, and bam, it fell apart. So then I tried again, put it on the edge, and I figured, you know what, why don't we just add some weight? So I put a piece of wood down. I'm trying to figure out at this time how to put the other clamp, and pretty much I just added some weight to it. Okay, and that's pretty much it for now. Just gotta wait for it to dry, and I'll come back later and take it apart, do some woodwork on it, woodwork, do some smoothing, and we'll see. We'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Bye.